The teaching of these tunes follows a format. It's a format that I experienced when I was first learning from my father. He sat across from me, he played the tune, I listened, then he played each phrase slowly, and I tried to look at what he was doing and listen what he was doing, and then just simply tried to follow along, and he would repeat that phrase long enough for me to kind of catch up with it. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Though this is primarily about teaching tunes, I should point out that more is often transmitted than we realise when we go through this process, because in order to learn the tune from me, you will still be taken inside my idea of phrasing, my idea of how to interpret these melodies, and so the general shape of how I approach these melodies, you'll be absorbing that as well. So there's a little more to it than just learning the tune. But primarily this is about providing new tunes for people to learn in an easy and accessible way. So this process will also be aided by, I'll just put in some basic ABC notes so that you'll be able to dig out the notes if you're not sure what I'm actually physically playing. Those notes, however, don't indicate octaves, they don't indicate flats or sharps or values of any type, so they're just a very rudimentary help in deciphering what you're seeing and hearing on the video. So in these tunes, the first thing that happens is I play the tune, and I want you to sit back, enjoy, relax, and not attempt to figure it out, not be intimidated by wondering if you'll be able to learn it or figure it out. Just relax, let the tune flow over you, and because the tune is getting in, and if you're trying too hard to figure out what's going on, you may not even hear the tune. So I just want you to relax, enjoy the tune, enjoy experiencing. Then I'll play each phrase slowly and you can play along. And in this process, we're just simply trying to kind of connect you to the motor skills necessary to play this tune, to the kind of physical patterning that's involved in playing each phrase. And at a certain point, that will become, of course, an unconscious act. You know, you'll just simply do it. And so we'll do each phrase by itself, and then I'll add a second phrase to it, and then we'll play the two phrases together, and then we'll repeat that pattern a number of times, and then I'll add the next parts, and pretty soon we'll have the first part of the tune, and we'll repeat that a number of times so you're familiar, and then we'll do the same with the B part, and after that we'll play the whole thing over again, and then I'll ask you to just relax, and I'll just play the tune so that you begin to recollect in some ways. You don't really have to think that hard. Your fingers are actually learning things when you're trying to go through these patterns, and the melody is also getting into your head at the same time. So feel free to, pause the video wherever it makes sense for you, and repeat the passage, and maybe the notes and the captions will be there to help you dig it out as well. And repeat the video as many times as you need in order to learn the tune. I've always tell people that there is no such thing as a music skill. Music is a set of skills. So for example, some people learn really fast. Some people learn quite slowly. I'm not a fast learner of tunes. I don't absorb things that fast and that speedily, but I have other areas in which I have talent in music, and so it's kind of, it's a mix of talents. And so don't worry, don't be intimidated if you find yourself not able to pick up these things very fast. You have plenty of time. And but if you like this and this is something you want to do and you're interested, so then just subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you'll get an alert every time a new tune becomes available.